Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Crazy morning this morning. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to get started in Shavasana. Also, if you're new here, my name is Tatum. If not, welcome back. We do live streams every Friday, at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Mondays, a video goes up, and Wednesdays. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to support for yoga, and we definitely appreciate it. Um, Today, I did not use any blocks or straps, but if you know you'd like to use blocks or straps, I'd highly recommend them for this class. We're going to be coming into some twists and some leg extensions. So if you know you have like tight hamstrings or anything and you want to use a strap, go ahead and grab it now. So we're actually going to start off in Shavasana. So just laying on our back. And you can take your feet out as wide as your mat and knees knocked together on the inside, or you can extend your legs out long. If you know Shavasana hurts your back, go ahead and just keep your knees bent, knock them together on the inside, feet out as wide as your mat. Hands can be down by your side or up over your head. It's your choice. And just begin to welcome yourself to your mat. Begin to notice the surface beneath you and all little points of contact. If you'd like to take this time to maybe take a little body scan, you can, starting from the tips of your toes, working your all the way up to your fingertips or the crown of your head. If you notice anything in your body scan, something might be achy or a little bit sore today, just make note of it. We're not trying to change anything right now. And then begin to bring that awareness into your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your belly here. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. So exhale wherever you are. Take a full deep inhale. Allow the belly to rise and expand. And then exhale, completely release. A couple more times just like that. Really taking that conscious breath. Last one, wherever you are. And we'll all come back through center. Let's place one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. You can keep your knees bent here. And you can begin to set an intention for your practice today, or send someone a little bit of love that needs it, or maybe just thank yourself for making it to your mat today. When you've completed that intention or setting that intention, let's go ahead and all bend our knees, walk our feet together here. Let's try to bring our hips in line with our shoulders and our feet in line with our hips. So I'd like to remind you that this is your practice and you can decorate it however you wish. If you want to just lay in Shavasana the whole time, that is totally fine. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and pick up our right leg. I'm going to send it towards the sky, and this is where that strap can come in handy if you want to loop it around your foot. But I'm just going to take my hands and interlace all 10 fingers behind my thigh here today. I'm going to press through my heel, getting a nice long stretch down the backside of my right leg. My toes aren't really flexed back too hard, just a little bit, just enough to feel a stretch. And then you can begin to draw this right leg in, but try to keep your hip points on the ground. So like our lower back isn't lifting up or curling in. So your leg isn't going to come in close to your torso that much. Maybe just a few inches from where it was straight up to the sky. And you can begin to send your breath all the way down into your right heel. Eyes can be open or closed. And soften through your jaw. Relax your shoulders down into the mat. Maybe with every exhale you pull it in a little bit deeper. And then if you'd like, you can begin to bend your right knee, take a few knee circles, right hand comes to the top of our right knee. Begin to just wake up the hip slowly. You can place your other hand out beside you for a little bit of stability, or you can place it on your belly. It's your choice. Switch directions. And then we'll all come back through center. If you want to stretch your leg out one last time, pull it in, maybe open it up to the right, allow your left knee to fall open. And then we'll all come back through center and place that right foot on the ground. Left leg comes up. Again, you can loop your strap around the bottom of your foot or around your thigh. I'm going to interlace all 10 fingers behind the back of my left thigh, press through my heel, flex my toes back slightly, not a super flex back, but just enough where it's activated and I can feel a nice stretch down my hamstring. Gently begin to pull this leg in close. Again, it's not going to move very far, just a couple inches. Keep a micro bend in your knee. And then if you feel like you're kind of rocking, maybe walk your right foot out, making sure both hip points are on the mat. And your shoulders are relaxing down. Unclench your jaw. Soften your gaze. Come back to your breath. Maybe with every exhale, pulling it a little bit closer. Give the back of your leg a little massage if you want. And then if you'd like, and you're ready, begin to bend your knee, open up your hip, take a few knee circles. Left hand comes to the top of our left knee. And again, this right hand can be on your belly or extended out for a little bit of stability if you feel like you're rocking around the mat. And switch directions. And then we'll all gently come back through center. If you want to kick that left leg up again, stretch it out, maybe open it up to the left. Then come back through center and place that left foot on the ground and begin to windshield wipe your legs from side to side. Working our way up the spine here. Be moving a little bit slow here. Pressing your low back here. Then you come across center. And then we'll come back through center. just for a moment. Hands reach up overhead. Big morning stretch. Reach your toes and fingers in opposite directions. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. One more sip. And then exhale. Pull everything in. Forgot my coffee there. And then pull your knees close into your chest. And then you can begin to rock from side to side, front to back. Giving that spine massage. Give me that sacrum massage. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently all rock and roll our way up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, easy pose or sukhasana. We're going to sit on our mat today. So if you want to sit on anything, let's go ahead, hop off of it for now. Bring our hands to the tops of our knees, draw our shoulders right over our hips, chin onto the horizon. Take a moment. Eyes can close. And when you're ready, we're going to take a few torso circles. So inhale, heart sweeps forward. And then exhale, pulls it back and around, belly button to spine. Inhale, brings you forward. Then exhale, takes you back and around. There's no wrong way of doing this. You can take big circles, small circles, whatever feels best. And then we'll switch directions. And we'll come back. There's center, little cat-cow, seated cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift. Then exhale, pull the belly button to spine. Chin tucks to chest, excuse me. Inhale, we'll reach us forward. And then exhale, pulls that belly button to spine, chin to chest. Making sure that you're getting the whole spinal movement, just not the head movement or the neck movement here. It's really lifting the chest on your inhales, your belly expands, and then exhale, pull the belly button in, round the spine back. And then we'll all come back through center. Let's interlace all 10 fingers together so we make a fist out in front of us. Let's bring those knuckles to shoulder height. We're going to take a deep inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift up out of your hips. And then exhale, begin to punch those knuckles forward. Chin comes to chest. You get a nice deep stretch in between your shoulder blades here, gazing straight down at the floor. Pushing your knuckles forward here. Breathe. Breathe into any tension points that you feel. Around the spine, chin tucks down. Knuckles are reaching forward. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then we'll gently release. Let's go ahead, shake out our hands. You can roll out your wrists, open and close your hands. And then when you're ready, let's kick our legs out in front of us, give them a nice little wiggle, and then sweep them around to either side. Coming into all fours here, into your tabletop position. And then when you're ready, go ahead and make your way into your first downward facing dog. So fingertips spread wide, pressing your palms into the earth. When you're ready, lift those knees. Feet are hip width distance, so about 2/5. All 10 all 10 toes are facing forward along with your fingers. And you can go ahead, walk your dog out, shifting from side to side. You can pivot on those feet. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then, of course, if downward facing dog isn't working for you today, you can always come down into a tabletop position. You can even lower all the way down here onto your forearms. So take a couple rounds of breath and any little movement that you need. And when you're ready, let's gently walk our feet up to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Forward fold. You can take your feet out wide. Grab opposite elbows here. Again, sending your breath down the backside of both legs now. Slight bend in your knees. You can begin to roll the weight to the balls of the feet, sending the hips a little bit higher. Top of the head is reaching down towards the floor. Gaze is right back behind us. And sway from side to side or take any other arm variation. And then when you're ready, take a deep bend in your knees and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Step your feet back together, hip width distance. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step back, higher low plank, and I'm going for a low plank this morning. I'm gonna lower all the way down to my belly, heels of my hands slide back. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, release. And then we'll all press back into a downward facing dog. Again, go ahead, walk out your dog here if you'd like. And you can always skip the vinyasa or spice it up. It's your practice. If today you're just feeling like taking baby cobras or anything like that, or just completely skipping, you totally can. That doesn't make you any less of a yogi. And again, taking any little movement that you need. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, come high up onto our toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walker, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come to our low back. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, press your hips forward. Come back. Maybe your head drops back. Maybe chin tucks the chest. And then we'll all come back through center. Arms reach up. Oh, hi, Atticus. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step back, higher low plank. You can lower all the way down or halfway down, your choice. Inhale will lift you up, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale will bring you down. Inhale will bring you through a tabletop, and an exhale will press you back, downward facing dog. And again, taking any little movement you need. Let's take one big round of breath together here. So exhale wherever you're at. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale, H-A, ha. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Let's take our feet out wider than our hips here, but not quite as wide as our mat. Slowly roll up to stand. Arms will reach up. And then exhale, let's squat low. Let's bring our hands to our thighs here. So fingertips are facing in. And then let's turn our toes slightly out, and we're just going to wag our tail, rocking from side to side, straightening one leg out and then the other. Keeping that chest lifted, belly button is pulled in, core is engaged, and I have this flat spine here. Weight is light in your hands. You're not putting a lot of pressure there. A few more rounds. And then we'll all come back through center. Let's go ahead, gently roll all the way up to stand. Take your feet hip width distance here, so that's that 2 fists in between our feet. Let's inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sink low into your chair. Tailbone tucked under, low belly pulled in. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sink through your hips. Sinking low here. Just trying to keep that chest lifted. Weight is in your heels and you can wiggle your toes. Breathing wherever you are. Feeling the body warm up just a bit. So inhale, lift. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back, higher low plank. Lower all the way down or halfway down. Inhale will lift you up, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll all meet back in that downward facing dog. So again, go ahead and take any movement today that you need. Together at the back of our mat. Right leg lifts your knee, open up your hip, take a knee circle here if you'd like. Switch directions. And then shoot that leg straight up towards the sky. Off your shoulders. Step your right foot through right next to your right thumb. And our back heel is going to toes are facing towards. Inhale, root to rise. Warrior one. Arms reach up overhead. Now adjust your stance here. You can stagger your feet a little bit more if you need to. Turn that back leg out. Just remember the knife edge of your back foot is rooted onto the earth. Thigh is working parallel to the earth. And arms are reaching up overhead. You can spin the pinkies in. Relax the shoulders down the back. And breathe. Lift through your chest and pull the low belly in. Find your warrior one. Pause and hold. Maybe gaze shifts to the sky. We're going to keep this left fingertips up towards the sky. Drop your right hand down towards the ground. Shift your left fingertips over to the right. Right fingertips are reaching towards the earth, but of course not touching. Your gaze can shift towards the ceiling or over to the left. Sink through your front knee. And then we'll all come back. Warrior one. Spin on your back heel. So we're in a high lunge now. Breathe. Sink your hips low. And we're just going to reach our arms forward. So we inhale, glide forward. Exhale, open up. Chest reaches towards the sky. Inhale, arms reach forward. Using that core, strong legs. Exhale, open up. Fingertips reach back. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, pull them back. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, let's lift up. High lunge. Hands will come back onto the horizon here. Left fingertips stay forward. Hands are coming to that shoulder height. This time our right hand comes down, 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 and back. Palm opens up. Option to drop down to that back knee here if you'd like. Or bring your hand to your hip. Gaze can be right over to the right of the room or back behind you. Breathe into your twist. Maybe inhale, lift up out of your hips. Maybe that front leg straightens a little bit, and then exhale will sink you down. Strong back leg. Inhale, we'll all come back through center. Woo, a little wobbly. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. You can step back into your downward facing dog. Option here, or you can skip it. Coming into a child's pose, or staying in that downward facing dog. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a moment to catch your breath here. Exhale wherever you are. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale, let it go. All right. Let's inhale that left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Take a knee circle here. Switch directions. And then kick that left leg up to the sky. And then step it through right next to your left thumb. Back right heel spins down. Your right toes are facing towards 2 o'clock. Inhale, lift up. Warrior one. Take a moment. Square your hips off towards the front of your mat. Back heel's rooted on towards the earth. Front thighs working parallel. Fingertips are reaching high. And take a moment to breathe. You can spin those pinkies in. Shoulders relax down your back. Breathe and connect. And then when you're ready, left fingertips come down towards the floor. Right fingertips reach over to the left. Nice side body stretch. Gaze can come up towards the ceiling or over to the right. Still lifting and rooting. So we're rooting down through our feet, lifting up out of our hips, setting our breath down this left side. And then we'll all come back through center. And then we're going to pivot on our back foot. So heel comes up off the earth, high runner's lunge. So if you want to take a moment, stagger your feet here. So you're on a railroad track, not a tightrope. Reach and lift. Exhale, sink low. Draw those shoulders back and down. And then again, arm sweeps here. So let's reach forward, really engage the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, glide forward and reach. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale and reach. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale and reach. Exhale, pull it back. Strong legs, strong core. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift up. High lunge. Hands come back onto the horizon here. Shoulders are right over our hips. Right hand stays extended. And then left hand comes down and reaches back. Palm faces open to the left. Option to bring that left hand to your hip. You can always drop that back leg. Relax through your shoulders. Gaze can come over to the left or behind you. Breathe wherever you are. Maybe root down through your feet. Lift up out of your hips. That front leg can straighten. And then exhale, sink low and twist a little bit deeper. And then we'll all inhale, reach up. Coming back through center, high lunge. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Downward facing dog. Go ahead, walk out your dog for a moment. If you'd like, you can take a vinyasa Or you can join me down here in child's pose just for a moment to reconnect to our breath and to reconnect with our intention. You can bring your forehead down to the floor or a block. You can roll out your wrists, roll your head from side to side. Eyes can be open or closed. And then when you're ready, let's press through our palms, lift ourselves back up, downward facing dog. We're taking it pretty easy today if you haven't noticed. It's been a long week. So if you ever want to come down into child's pose or shavasana for the rest of practice, you're absolutely welcome. I would love to join. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale, step our feet together, and then bend. If you'd like, reaching your right fingertips forward, finding your back bend, really lift through your hips. So you're not sinking down low here. So really press through both feet, lift through your hips, right fingertips reach forward. Gently come back, three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. And then same thing, we're going to step through to warrior one here, just for a moment. Arms reach up. Reroot down. Find that thigh parallel to the earth, knees right over your ankle. And then spin those pinky fingers in, relax your shoulders down your back. Pull the low belly in, root down to your feet, lift out of your hips. Grow tall through the spine, top of the head is trying to reach towards the ceiling. And then same thing, coming back, high runner's lunge. So just coming up onto the ball, that back foot. Fingertips are reaching high. And then let's bring those hands back down onto the horizon. Left fingertips are going to stay forward. And we're going to take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, twist. So we're coming into a little bit of a flow here. So if you'd like, you can come down here. I'll do one down here together with you guys. So inhale right here. Exhale. We'll come forward, take an inhale. And then exhale, open up. Warrior two. So this back leg, if you're on the ground, will spin out behind you. Breathe, open up. Coming back. So it's a little bit of a wonky movement if you're here on the ground, but take your time, move slowly. Exhale will twist you over to the left. Now if you're up here, it might be easier to pivot on that foot. So coming back, we're in this twist. Take an inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale will bring you forward. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale will bring you forward, runner's lunge, pivot on that back foot. Exhale, twist to the right. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Relax the shoulders again. Maybe take a soft bend in your elbows. Inhale, reach forward, pivot on the back foot. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Two more. Inhale through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale through center, pivot on the back foot. Exhale, twist. Final one. Do it on your own. We'll all come back. High runner's lunge. Shift back. Maybe take a little back bend here. Shift the hips forward. Reach the fingertips back. Sink low through your hips. And then we'll open up. Warrior two. Beautiful work. Readjust your footing if you need to. And let's inhale those shoulders to our ears. Exhale, roll them back and down our back. Arms are open wide onto the horizon. Let's inhale, glide forward. Exhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. And then let's straighten that front leg. We still want to micro bend in our front foot. And you can reach this left arm around for a little half bind here. Right fingertips are reaching back behind you, so this reverse triangle. And then we're going to make our way into, you guessed it, triangle pose. If you want to heel toe this back foot in a bit, you can. Arms open back up onto the horizon like our warrior two. Really pull this right leg in so you have a deep crease in your front right hip. And just like when we're about to reverse, let's glide forward, reaching our fingertips forward. Allow your left hip to roll in, that's fine. And then you can take your right hand to the floor, your shin, or the block. Left fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. So our hips are shooting back behind us. You're really drawing this right thigh bone back into the hip socket. And sometimes we like to be here. So even I'm like this all the time, reaching our left hand back behind us. So let's try to bring that palm forward. So where it doesn't always look like it's shooting up right over us, but it is, as we just try to press it forward just a little bit more. So it's straight up to the sky rather than reaching behind us. Our torso is squaring off towards the left edge of our mat. Relax through your shoulders. Really engage the core so you're not slumping down in your triangle pose. Breathe here. Soften through your front knee. Take a little micro bend there. Don't hyperextend. Gaze can shift up towards your fingers or down towards the floor. And when you're ready to come back up, take a deep bend through your front leg. Lift up, warrior two. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Take a vinyasa, or you can skip it and press back to a downward facing dog. It's your choice. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog. All right, from our downward facing dog, let's go ahead and lift this left leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Option for a wild thing here. Left toes come to the right edge. Left fingertips reach up behind us, or sorry, forward. And then again, lift through your hips, press through your feet. Use the earth beneath you to really press yourself up towards the sky. Hips are lifted, chest is lifted. And when you're ready to come back over, soften through your knees. Left leg shifts up. And then you can gently step this left foot forward. Back heel spins down, find your footing. We're just going to root to rise, warrior one again. Squaring your hips off towards the front edge of your mat. Again, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward. Arms reach up. Turn the pinkies in, relax the shoulders down the back. Back leg is strong and straight. That front thigh is working parallel to the earth. And then when you're ready, spin on your back heel. So our heel is off the earth and our toes are tucked. Sink through your hips. And then we're going to come down. So arms coming back onto that horizon. We're coming to a twist. Fingertips are in line with our shoulders. Right fingertips will stay forward here. Sink low, find your footing. Take an inhale breath. And then exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips reaching back behind us. Palms are facing towards the left. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist. Relax the shoulders. Inhale will bring you through center. Exhale will open you up, warrior two. Open wide. Inhale, back through center, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, twist. Warrior two. Inhale, come forward, high runner's lunge. Exhale, twist to the left. Finding your twist a little bit deeper with every rotation. Let's do two more. Reach forward, open up, warrior two. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come forward. Reach those fingertips up towards the sky. And then option, shift your hips forward, reach your fingertips back. Low ribs lace down and in. Breathe. And then we'll open up warrior two. Gently coming down. Find your warrior two. Deep bend through that front knee. And when you're ready, gently glide forward. Reach those fingertips forward. Reverse your palm and reverse your warrior. And then when you're ready, straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. So still keeping that micro bend in your front knee. You can take your right hand behind you for a little bit of a bind. Fingertips reaching back behind you, gaze is up towards the sky. Breathe and connect, root down through your feet, lift out of your hips. And then we'll come back onto the horizon, keeping that front leg straight here. Again, gliding forward, shoot your hips back behind you, pull the left thigh bone back into the hip socket, and allow this right hip to roll in. Arms are reaching long, reach, reach, reach. And then when you're ready, just pivot them on to the ground. So left fingertips are reaching up towards the, reaching down towards the earth, a block or your shin. I'm struggling today, guys. And then your right fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. So again, you can allow this top hip to roll in. I know a lot of teachers tell you, open up that top hip, but a lot of times that doesn't really feel good on a lot of our bodies. So you can allow that top hip, right hip to roll in. Just really pull this left leg back into the hip socket. So our hips are still reaching back behind us. Take a micro bend in your front leg. Both feet are on the mat. And then again, we like to be back here sometimes like this little chest opener. Let's try to bring our palm forward. Press the palm forward so it looks like it's reaching forward, but it's probably straight up to the sky. Gaze can come down towards the floor, reach out in front of us. Your choice. Breathe wherever you are. And then really pull the low belly in, engage the core. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Hold it here and breathe. When you're ready to come up, deep bend through your front left knee. Come up, warrior two. Arms reach up overhead, palms touch. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back for your final vinyasa, or you can skip it. We'll all meet back in a downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, let's gently come on down to our knees. You can wag your hips from side to side. And if you want to take a cat-cow real quick, you can. And then we're just going to gently find our seated position. We're going to take our legs out wide here. And we're coming into a little bit of a forward fold. Super easy. So inhale. Let's bring those shoulders right over our hips here. Sit up nice and tall. And again, just like in when we were reclined in Savasana today, we're pressing through our heels and pulling our toes back, but not so much back where you're flexing like crazy, but just a little bit so our hamstrings are a little bit engaged. So inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Begin to hinge forward here. And then you can bring a block underneath your forehead or your arms, or even a pillow if a pillow is available, or a blanket, whatever is easiest for you. And you can allow your spine to round.
Return to your intention. Maybe send your breath down into any tension points or down your hamstrings once again. Allowing your body to fully relax and clench the jaw and soften through your face as you gently hinge forward. Maybe finding a little bit more room with every exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to gently lift ourselves up, gently walk our hands right back in. Beautiful. Let's take our legs long down our mat. You can give them a nice little wiggle here. And I'm going to bend my knees, walk my bum close to my heels, and then gently roll down to my back. The windshield wiper my legs from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're coming into a bridge pose. So if you'd like, we can take these little robot arms. So really press through your forearms here, and our fingertips are going to be facing towards the sky. Or you can take the palms face down, press through the palms, the forearms, and press yourself up. So whichever way you'd like. Wherever you are, though, I really want you to try to roll your shoulders underneath your chest. So your chest is already kind of lifting up. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, press through your feet and lift your hips up towards the sky. Knees and feet are hip width distance. And our chest is rolling towards our chin, but it's not touching. Keep your gaze straight up towards the ceiling. Really press through your feet, press through your arms, roll the shoulders under. Breathe. And then we'll gently release. Let's pull our knees into chest and rock from side to side. We'll take one more bridge, an option for wheel if you want to take a wheel, if you're feeling like you need a big back bend today. But again, remember that our feet are hip width distance, knees are hip width distance, and we're going to try to maintain that distance. So pressing through your forearms, roll your shoulders under here for bridge. And when you're ready, take a full deep inhale. And then exhale, press your feet into the earth, lift your hips, roll the shoulders under, gaze straight up towards the ceiling. Wheels, try not to put a lot of pressure on your head here. When you're lifting up, really pressing through both hands, lifting your hips high to the sky. And wheels, when you're ready to come down, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly lower one vertebrae down at a time, just like in your bridge pose. Bridges are keeping our knees hip width distance. Feet are pressed into the earth, lifting us up a little bit higher. And when you're ready, gently come down. We'll all pull our knees into our chest here. Rock from side to side. And then let's gently take our legs up to the sky, wiggle out our feet, open and close your toes. If you want the hands to join, you can. Roll out the wrists, open and close your hands, open and close your fingers. And then we're going to gently take our legs back down to the earth and cross this right leg up over the left, coming into a little reclined pigeon. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your left thigh. So right leg is crossed. Flex your right toes back towards your face. And then gently draw your knees close into the chest. And trying to keep our hips and lower back onto the earth. And trying to keep that right knee open. So taking your right elbow into the crook of that right knee. That's opening up, and you feel a nice deep stretch down your hip and your outer thigh and in your right glute. Relax your shoulders and clench the jaw. And then we'll gently release. Hands come wide like a T. And if you'd like, just gently drape your legs over to the left side of your mat. And if you'd like, you can extend this top leg here, coming into a deeper twist and opening up that hamstring again. We've kind of been making this little twisting action the whole class. If you want to take it, you can, or you can keep this right foot onto the earth. It's your choice. Gaze can come up towards the sky or over to your right hand. Gently glide back through center. Switch legs. Left leg comes up over right, interlace all 10 fingers behind your right thigh, and then gently pull your knees in close to your chest. And then again, left toes are flexed back towards your knee, and you can bring your left elbow into the crook of your left knee to keep it extended so you feel a deeper stretch down your hip, your outer thigh, and in your glute. Relaxing your shoulders and tailbone down. Soften through your face. And then when you're ready, gently release your hands, bring them wide like a T, and then drape your legs over to the right. Option to extend your your left leg out over to the right. If you want a deeper twist, gaze can come up towards the sky or over to your left hand. Then when you're ready, gently come back through center. Lift yourself up and then uncross your legs, taking those hips and shoulders and legs right back into that center point. So they're all lined up. Legs can come up to the sky. You can take legs up the wall here. If you want to come into a shoulder stand, it's your choice. This is Yogi's choice right now. I'm going to take myself into happy baby. So I'm going to rock from side to side. You can open up into a wide straddle. Taking any pose right now to complete your practice. And when you are ready, you can gently begin to make your way into your Shavasana. Right back to where we started today. I'm going to take my feet out as wide as my mat, knock my knees together on the inside, and begin to feel those points of connection to my surface again. So feeling the earth holding me up from each little point. And then bringing that awareness into my body to try to soften into that surface. To really allow my front side body to soften down into my back side body. Releasing my jaw, beginning to soften my gaze and close my eyes. My face relaxes, neck and shoulders relax down. Legs are shutting off. Hips and back are relaxing. And just gently feel the nice ebb and flow of the rise and fall of your breath. When you're ready, you can stay in Shavasana if you'd like. Maybe you begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Maybe arms reach up over your head, legs can stretch out long. You can take a quick body scan, noticing if you feel any different, a little bit better, any of those little aches or soreness went away. And when you're ready, you can take a big morning stretch, reaching your fingers and toes in opposite directions. Take a full deep inhale, last big breath. One more sip of the top. Exhale, release. And gently roll onto your favorite side, cradling your head in your arm. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a seated position, Sukhasana, sitting up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders back over your hips. Draw your chin onto the horizon. Sink your hips down into the earth and lift through your spine. Let's all inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Bow to your fingertips. Return to your intention, your thanks, or your love. Either carry that intention with you throughout your day, or take this time to set a new one for your week, your weekend, or the rest of your Friday. Thank you all so much for flowing with me today. It's always an honor, and I can't wait to see you next Friday or Monday or Wednesday for class. I will see you next time. Namaste. Bye, everybody. Have a good and safe weekend. I will see you next week.